A lot of people watched it, but nobody's watching day to day, all day, unless you're me and just love this stuff. Procedures are okay, but we want to know, where do you stand? And so I think the more that politicians stop trying to be politicians and be people, then that will engage voters.
We reject alternative facts, so come on in here and let me educate you on the facts. Hello, people. How are we doing? First off, let me apologize for being a little late. I was on another call. Y'all know, if you've been here long enough, I do some work with the civil rights organization here in Houston, Texas. And so we were having our monthly call, which is like 3 hours. It's really kind of aggressive, but then my people over there. So I was over there doing that. So that is why I'm a little late. But thank you all for sticking with me, and thank you all for being here. This is the Q with Q, and this is our daily political briefing with me, your host, QuentinRJiles. But if you gonna be here, baby, and if you gonna rock with me, then you have to not call me friends. We're friends, and you have to call me Q. So, hey, everybody, I see y'all in the comments. Yes, Aaron E. Baby, I have clothes. I know normally, baby, I'd be real casual, very, very casual down here on the lives. But I was like, let me get dressed up for the people today. I'm feeling good. I didn't survive COVID. Thank you, Jesus. So let me put something on real quick. Let me say hello. Shout out to you. I see Jacob. I see Amanda Ford. I see Shawnee Watson. What's going on? Jen in. Dontrell Dan. Now, Dontrell, we was looking for you the other day. We was looking for you. Christina said, a turtleneck in Houston. Baby, it's cold. It's cold. Global warming, climate change. It's Bury. Yes, in Houston, baby. Now, one thing about me, I love me a turtleneck. I feel like turtleneck, women too. I was going to say every man should have a turtleneck. But baby, the turtleneck just make you feel kind of poche. Yes. All of that. What Jacob said, let me see. Oh, Jacob said backed by popular demand. No, black by popular demand. Come on in here, okay? Black by popular demand. Crystal Jewel, what's going on from Georgia? Baby, y'all better get out there and vote tomorrow. I got questions, y'all. Y'all know I Got Questions is our unofficial nurse for the show. Me and her had a one-on-one earlier today. I really enjoyed our convo, sis. It was great. Tracy Jones, what's going on? Julissa Bradshaw, is Tammy Thurston in here? Is Tammy Thurston? I hadn't seen Tammy. Now, if you're new to, Tammy Thurston is our unofficial co-host. And there go Tammy, my girl Tammy Thurston. Aaron E. Kiki, what's good, Kiki? Monique, I see you. Shelby. Okay, everybody's here today. Patsy Woods. Patsy's up in here. Julissa. I had already shouted out Julissa. I see y'all. Hey, how y'all doing? So we're going to get into it. Now, before we do, a little ground rules. Dissent, not disrespect. So if you agree or disagree, it doesn't, not that it doesn't matter your opinion, but we create space for everyone, but we don't create space for disrespect. Those are things that'll get you blocked immediately. Okay. Immediately. But feel free to engage in the comments. We are a family here. People with Shannon. I see Shannon. How's Aubrey? We are a family here. So definitely feel free to engage. People are going to engage with you as well. Jordan. Okay. Just got, I guess, done with a work emergency. Come on in here, Jordan. You better not have spent all that money on New Year's either. Okay. Me and Jordan had a one-on-one too. You better not have spent all that money. But yes, definitely engage in the comments. Also, if you are watching here on YouTube, there is a feature called Super Stickers and Super Chats. That's an opportunity for your comment to be featured on the screen. We spend some time talk about it. And then also it pours into me so I can continue to do this thing full time. We love Super Stickers and love Super Chats. Okay. Love those things. Also, baby, get your goalie gummies. Let me go ahead and drop the link. Baby, y'all need to get y'all goalie gummies. Okay, I think they're doing 40% off again. 40% off again. Get your goalie gummies. You can tap that link and get your goalie. It is an affiliate link. So as you buy and purchase, your goalie gummy with them, they cut me a little commission check, just full disclosure. Look at that. Oh, they so good. Baby, the goalies are so good. If you ain't never had goalie, you need to get your goalie. Mm-hmm. Now, this is the apple cider vinegar replacement. It's vegan, organic, gluten-free. It's a great health supplement alternative, baby. I love me. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm gonna say them. I love me some golden gummies. It'll help you with your appetite, fat loss, all of that. I should have got my little. Hold on, let me get this right here. Let me read from it because y'all always ask what they do. Oh, this is not the right one. This is not even the right one. Where's my other one? Okay, because the people want to know what do they do? Now, it assists in appetite and weight control, lowers blood sugar levels, improves the immune system. Baby, I should have been eating some more because that COVID had took me out. Contains highly nutritious superfoods enriched with vitamins B9 and B12. It's safe for tooth and enamel. Baby, this say good taste. They ain't lying. Great taste. Okay, I see super comments and super stickers. I'm coming to them in a minute. Yummy, all of those things. So it's a great health benefit. Me on my health kick, I've taken apple cider vinegar. It's a replacement. If anybody has taken that apple cider vinegar shot straight to the throat, baby, your esophagus be finna be burnt out your throat. This is just a healthy alternative. Erica, thank you so much. Our first super sticker of the night. We love to see it. We love to see, baby, that must be for the blazer. That must be for the blazer. Denise, excuse me. I'm a pharmacy tech in Arizona and not legally immunized for COVID. I also get my first shot on Wednesday. What do you mean not legally can immunize for COVID? Work that out for me again. But this is a super comment, people, as well. If you didn't know, this is, get brought up on the screen. Denise, work that out for me and let me know what you're saying so we can talk about that. And I'm gonna come back to you here, sis. Okay. Y'all, if y'all see Denise comment and I get worked up and stuff, y'all, please let me know in the comments as well. Oh, did Aubrey get her pup? Aubrey got her pup. Okay, so here's the thing, guys. I got notes. So we're definitely, y'all see goalies that's at the top. We're definitely about to get into the news. Definitely about to get into the news. But I want to know, did you get, when I tell y'all we are a family, we are. And so some of these people that are in the comments are on the Patreon, and we had a Patreon is my exclusive content, behind the scenes, stuff like that. We had a great time on New Year's. We actually did a family Zoom call, but it was exclusive for the Patreon people. And so we're getting to know each other. Everybody got a chance to talk. And so Shannon has a daughter named Aubrey who be watching the show. Shout out to Aubrey because she always reminds us to tell y'all to like the video, share the video, and subscribe. And sis was getting her a dog, and I wanted a dog too. So we was talking dogs, and it looked like she got her a dog. It looked like she got her puppy. She got the Yorkie, Shannon. She got the Yorkie. Now, Shannon, you said you didn't want to give her the Yorkie because y'all got foxes and eagles and all that in y'all backyard. Now, that's what you said. Okay, here's a super comment. Come on, sis. Yes, from Georgia and voting tomorrow. Those are things we love to see. I got questions. I know I love dogs. Yeah, those are things we love to see. Georgia, we're going to be getting to Georgia. Georgia is on my list of notes. I got notes. I do have notes. So we'll be walking through all of that. Yes, that blazer is popping, baby. Y'all going to make me get dressed up every day. Now, because sometimes I like to just be chill. But thank you so much, Ashley. Thank you so much. Let's see. But we're saying, okay, yes. We still saying, okay, yeah, she got her a Yorkie. We love to see it. Okay, people. But let me do this again. Also, if you want to join the Patreon because you want to be with the family behind the scenes and we do our exclusive content, all that, my Patreon people will be meeting the interns exclusively. We're going to do a Zoom call for that and everything we do over there. Let me drop the link. Feel free to join the Patreon. It's a good time. We have a great time. Okay, let's get into the news. Let's get into the news, baby. Let's get into the news here. All right. So everybody knows at this point, everybody knows Trump done got caught on tape again. Now, before I get into all of that, one might think that he would learn about what he says while not knowing if somebody is really recording him. I grew up in the age send me the picture, Shannon. Send me the picture so I can share with the people. I grew up in the age of learning that Nixon was the worst president, right? The Nixon tapes. That's what I grew up with. That's what we learned in history, American history. The generation, probably not this one, but the generation after them, they're going to be growing up with the Trump tapes. And there's several tapes. You know, we got the Access Hollywood tape prior to him being elected when he was bragging about sexually assaulting women and still got elected. You got that tape. Then you got the Ukraine tape that led to his impeachment, right? The quid pro quo or bribe. Please, Democrats, learn from this. Next president that do something like this, call it a bribe so people can easily digest that. Baby, people don't talk about no quid pro quo. That's Latin. People don't speak Latin no more. That's a dead language. Bribe, the bribery tape with the Ukraine. That's the tape. And now we have the actual election tampering, the election interference tape. That's here. Denise, I'm allowed to immunize legally as a tech. Oh, beautiful. We're going to be talking about the COVID vaccine too. Shout out to you, Denise. Go ahead and get them people vaccinated, those that want it. So the children that are coming up, baby, they got tapes on tapes on tapes on Donald Trump. Like, I can only imagine what American history is going to be taught like. But I was laying down earlier and I was like, well, is it actually going to be taught, accurately? Because there's a good amount of our population that believes like he's the good guy. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. But yeah, oh wait, now Shannon, hold on, let me come on through real quick. Okay, Shannon, thank you for posting the call. I was able to listen and get ready for tonight's family meeting. Thank you for the super comment. Thank you. And you are welcome. For those of you that don't know, I actually I did a YouTube video last night. It's on my YouTube page that has excerpts of the call. The call was an hour long. I listened to it. I probably lost brain cells, but the Washington Post, who was the people or the news organization that obtained the audio, actually cut it down to about 4 minutes. So I did a YouTube video. You can find that on the main page where I talk about it, and I have the actual audio in the video. So you can listen to what he said. If you haven't, make sure you check that out after this live. Because it was insane. The whole hour was insane. And in that video on the YouTube, I give you my 2 takeaways from that audio. If you saw that, okay, somebody said they watched it this morning. Okay, y'all watched it. Okay, good. I'm glad y'all watched it. So today, everybody is actually just really talking about it, right? Digesting it, that we actually heard the president on tape. I would argue, and a lot of lawyers that I'm seeing on TV would argue, that this was election fraud, this was election tampering, which is a federal offense. At best. At worst, he definitely broke Georgia state law, right? Like, he definitely tried to tamper with the Secretary of State and get him to materialize 11,000 plus votes. You hear him say this in the audio. If you hadn't heard it, again, check it out. You hear him say this in the audio after he goes through these range of conspiracy theories. He gets to this place of like, you know what? Look, I just need one more vote than Joe Biden got. So can we find the 11,000 whatever number? Can we just find the votes, essentially? One could interpret that to be him saying, come up with, the votes, even telling him, there's nothing wrong with going out and say, you need to recalculate, or you recalculated. It's quite insane. It's quite desperate. It's quite criminal. I might argue, again, I'm not a lawyer nor a judge, but I might argue it's quite criminal to put pressure on an elected official. If it wasn't the president, would we view it as a crime? And that's what I'm always viewing these things as. Like, Trump has gotten away with so much, but if he was not the president, would we consider it a crime? I would argue yes. So it seems criminal to me. I got questions. Come on in here, sis. Come on in here. I'm just still, it's just so funny to talk to I Got Questions like in live person. Robin. Best part is the secretary had his lawyer on the call and released it himself. My man is tired of Trump, LOL. Correct. That was the gag, right? That the Secretary of State had his lawyer on the call and recorded it. Now, we learned some things. NBC was first to break this morning that Trump had tried 18 times to call and talk to the Secretary of State of Georgia. And the Secretary of State was like, no, like declined 18 times. Kept ducking and dodging him. But interestingly enough, when he decided to have the conversation with Trump, not only did he retain counsel, which should tell you something, he himself got a lawyer and recorded the conversation because he knows that whatever Trump was doing, he was either going to lie on him once it was over because he knew he wasn't going to, rock with the shenanigans. But he also was like, nah, let me get me a lawyer here because what you're not going to do is get me caught up in no election, nothing. I'm not going to jail behind you. I don't care what Lindsey Graham and Ted Cruz or what Ted Cruz got to say. Let me say this about Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz can never say anything to me. For this one simple fact. There's a lot of things, but the fact that this man went at your wife and your dead father and you bow down and kiss the ring, nah, bro. Nah, I'm not having it. I'm not having it. I don't have any respect for Ted Cruz. I have that man came at your wife. Like, you gonna come in my rib? Like my partner, the mother of my children? Oh no. So Ted Cruz can never say anything to me about anything. You can't tell me it's raining outside, bro. You can't tell me anything. So there's that. I have some very strong opinions, but that's the best way I can say that without being disrespectful. But yeah, I'm gonna remain respectful while not having any respect for Ted Cruz. It ain't no way you coming at my wife like that. And it ain't no way. It ain't no way. But there's that. I done lost my train of thought. Over that Ted Cruz, because that Ted Cruz thing, I don't know how. No, stop, Quentin. That's it. So, yeah, so we have him on tape. I'm going to be interested to see what the next attorney general decides to do. We've had some Democrats in the House call for the FBI director, Christopher Wray, to open up an investigation, which he should. I would love to see that, although he shouldn't come out and let us know. I mean, we might want to know because we're so invested. Excuse me, we're so invested in this and it's tantalizing and we want to know if he's under investigation. But if Christopher Wray, the FBI director, has opened up an investigation or is going to one, the proper way would be for him not to let us know that an investigation is open, right? For it to play out, for the process to play out. And when they get to a position to where they either want to charge or whatever, then we, the public, find out. That's the way it should go. And so I'm still going to apply that to Trump. As much as I want to see him go ahead and clanked up, I want the process to be followed out the way the process is supposed to be followed out, even though he's not fair and equitable, but in a fair and equitable way. So yeah, that's what everybody's digesting right now. Biden was out there down there in Georgia, campaigning for the two Democratic Senate campaigns. And I was wondering if he was going to say something about it because Kamala Harris, referenced what Trump did in the call. But Joe Biden didn't say nothing. He be keeping it real presidential. What I noticed, Joe Biden ain't going to say nothing for like another 2 weeks. Like, he going to let everything sit and simmer. And then in 2 weeks, he just going to come out like, bow. That's what Joe Biden do. Even though me and Joe Biden ain't friends, I'm still mad at what he said about student loans. So, we ain't friends right now, but still. So yeah, that's what we're digesting right now. Another interesting thing, which is, this happens quite a lot. Senator Perdue, which is the senator in Georgia who's up for re-election running against Ossoff. Remember, Ossoff hit him with that 1-2 punch at that debate. And I would argue scared Perdue from coming to the next debate. Was down there on the Fox News. Now, mind you, he's supposed to be, he was quarantining because he's been exposed by somebody else that had COVID. He was in the vicinity. We don't know if he's tested positive or not, but he's quarantining. But he down there on the Fox News, and his whole thing was he's upset at the fact that the Georgia Secretary of State recorded Trump. So you're not upset at what Trump said and what Trump did. You're upset that he recorded him. Side note, it's legal in Georgia for him to record him and not tell him he's being recorded. See, this is what I'm talking about. Y'all always, and not y'all, a lot of the Republicans always The Constitution. We need to follow the law. We need to follow the law until the law works against you. And it's not even you, but you're deflecting and trying to make the story. I can't believe he recorded him. He was smart to record him. Trump lied every day, all day, and then throw people under the bus afterwards. That, my friend, Senator Perdue, that was smart. Like, that was smart, period. All the way, period. That was a smart move. And to retain your lawyer. Smart. That man ain't finna get thrown in jail with you. Not me and that man probably have a vast amount of differences policy-wise. But what I can respect, now this is the type of Republican I can get with. We probably not gonna agree on a lot of stuff, but there seems to be a foundation of I'm not with this that I can identify with, right? Like, there are a certain set of like, no, we not doing that. I may disagree with you on healthcare. I may disagree with you on certain things, but nah, bro. What I'm not gonna do is bow down, kiss the ring, and get caught up in your shenanigans and end up in jail. Like, I can respect that. Even my other guy that was in there, I posted his video. I can't think of his name right now, who came out today and was going off and basically debunking all of the conspiracy theories. Like, that's a Republican that I'm like, okay, we disagree on a lot of stuff, but okay, you not bowing down. I see you. I disagree with you on some stuff, but I see you. We see each other. But yeah, Senator Perdue is upset about that. It's really quite mad annoying. Oh, I see some people asking about the student loan thing. So you have Senator Elizabeth Warren, Chuck Schumer, some other people calling for Joe Biden to come in and basically wipe away with a stroke of a pen $50,000, or really all student loan debt. We've seen in this pandemic how easy it is to, with a stroke of a pen, not an act of Congress, to stop student loan payments and interest. And so people are advocating for that because the student loan debt crisis is in the trillions of dollars. It's really quite insane. You want to judge the economy, get rid of student loans. Baby, I go apply for a home loan tomorrow if you get rid of them student loans. Period. I go buy a home. Baby, I go get a Tesla. I looked up them Teslas the other day because, you know, the Tesla real night is all economically friendly and stuff. I was like, well, let me look. I said, wait a minute. It was the Tesla truck with the doors that go up to the side. I said, now wait. Baby, that Tesla expensive. I don't I didn't know. I thought it was like 50. That thing was like $96,000. I said, I'm not interested. If you were on the Patreon meeting, oh no, I think I might have said this here too when we were talking about a Frenchie. No, this was the Patreon meeting. Like that $10,000 Frenchie dog. I'm not interested in that. No, I'm not. I don't care how much money I make. I'm not interested in that. I done lost my train of thought talking about Tesla. I mean, the Teslas is nice, but no, not $96,000. I know you lying. I live through other people and look at them and be like, that's nice. Good for you, boo. I see you stunting. Let me get on over here to my Honda. Let me get on over here to my, yeah, you do need a coin for a Tessie. Baby, they ain't even passed enough stimulus for no Tesla. Shoot, can't even get no stimulus check. I might put my stimulus check as my Tesla savings fund. I got questions. I might have to go back on the road and travel if I want that. A $96,000 lie. You okay? Hello, somebody. No, it's not happening. But anyway, I say all that to say that's why I'm upset with Joe Biden because the other side of it, the student loans. I'm upset with Joe Biden because he said that he doesn't think that he could do that and that it needs to be an act of Congress, basically kicking it to a highly partisan Congress should do something about it. And that's what really made me upset about it, because you're not going to have that same energy when you come in and reverse like executive orders and when you do other things. You're not going to have that same energy. You're going to take that unilateral position. But when it comes to student loans, I guess to appease the middle of the road people, it's we need Congress to do that. Why? You need Congress to pause them. You need Congress to stop for Bessie and Trump showed us that with the stroke of a pen. No interest, no payments, deferred payments, no interest. So if you could do that with a stroke of a pen, you can get rid of them too. You can get rid of them. And then we won't have to be fighting about no stimulus checks either. That's a whole swath of the population that's going to be like, bet. Then you put some money into unemployment with the people that's unemployed, and they get those enhanced benefits. But some of us are actually, still thriving and okay. Get rid of them student loans here. That's what you need to do. Deshauna Gaither. So that is why I'm upset with Biden still. Thank you so much for the super comment. So have you read the story about the 42 people that mistakenly given the antibody instead of the COVID-19? I did read that story. Was that in West Virginia? Was that in West Virginia or Pennsylvania? Excuse me, hold on, let me not lie. I didn't read the story. I heard about the story. That's why I can't quite recall it. I did hear about that. I believe that is due to just the lack of leadership and guidance on what they're doing. Oh, you know what? Taking a little something from my one-on-one with I Got Questions earlier today. If you want your one-on-one, go ahead and join the Patreon. There's the link. There's just a logistical nightmare, if you will, with trying to get vaccinations into people's arms. And so I can see how they may have mislabeled or confused vaccine with antibodies and all of that. In the totality of just like trying to get stuff together and trying to move forward and not having like real guidance, I can see that. Student loans need to be wiped out or able to be filed with bankruptcy again. Yeah, that's crazy. You can't even file bankruptcy to get rid of the student loans. Now, I don't know if I would want to do that. I mean, I guess I would have to be strategic if that's something that I wanted to do. Baby, let me get another one of these goalie gummies. Baby, get your goalie gummy. Get your goalie gummy. Uh-oh. The goalie. Them thing's good. I need to email them for a refill. Excuse me. Yeah. So that's where we are with that. Congrats, Tracy. What Tracy do? Oh, my student loans are paid off. Praise God. But I hope others get theirs forgiven. Thank you, Tracy. We trying to get like you, sis. We trying to. If they give us some stimulus. Give us a little stimulus, then we could, more than $600. But no, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. That freedom, sis. So let's move on to the next story because we're at 30 minutes already. Y'all know I normally keep this thing to 45 minutes, but we might go over a little bit today. Shout out to Aubrey again. I don't know if she's still up, Shannon, but shout out to Aubrey. Make sure you like this video, guys. Liking this video helps with the YouTube algorithm and helps them push my content out. So make sure you like this. Make sure you cut on your post notifications as well, so you always get caught up on every video that I drop. This week, I'm gonna be dropping some. I'm moving this week as well. I'm super excited about that. That wasn't in my show notes, but I just thought about it. I'm moving this week. I called my apartment complex. Everything seems to be on track. Y'all know we had a little bit of a debacle, but maybe it's for the best because I was still kind of recovering. So everything is on track. I should be moving this weekend into that 2-bedroom. That second bedroom is going to be my production studio. I am super excited about that. I cannot wait to get in there and decorate and set it up and figure out all that. If you want to check that out and donate to that and support that, there is the link for you to see it. It is a video of the place. It is a GoFundMe page, but it has the video of the place where I'm moving and all of that. And if you want to come on alongside me and support, I just dropped that link. Feel free, excuse me, to do that. Okay, I see people say they still waiting on the stimulus. Yeah, my stimulus hit today. My stimulus came in this morning. Still no stimulus for me. The Where's My Payment page said there's something wrong with the second one. Child. Yep, 204, but only 89 likes. Oh, come on, Neva Stevens. She say 204 y'all is watching, but the video only has 89 likes. Sis said it don't cost you nothing to hit the like button. Just hit the like button. Tap that like button, okay? Thank you. So let's move on into the next story. Speaking of kind of coronavirus-y, we kind of talked about it a little earlier, but I'm gonna loop it back around. The Prime Minister Boris Johnson over there across the pond is issuing new lockdown orders for England. Now, y'all probably like, well, why are we talking about this? We in America. Well, they're issuing it because that new variant of coronavirus, that new strain, as we know, viruses mutate, is over there. Now, per the doctors, it's a new strain that is more aggressively contagious, not necessarily more aggressively deadly. So you're going to have there will be an easier chance for you to contract this new strain of coronavirus. We also found out Governor Cuomo of New York came out today and said that they found their first case of that same variant strain that's in the UK. Now, New York State adds to a list of other states. Southern California, I believe, came out last week, and Colorado came out last week and said it's there. What that lets me know is those are 3 different parts of our population here in America. It's in America. It's here. Just everybody not testing for it yet. It's here. But I thought it interesting that Boris Johnson, who we know was very Trump-like over there and has kind of toned down a lot. He was also a COVID denier, ended up catching COVID himself, and was one of the ones that on the other side of recovering from COVID was like, y'all, this is actually real. Let's take this thing serious. Now, of course, we would have loved for him to just believe the science. There was no reason to not believe that this was not real, but we love a redemption story, and we love, okay, you went through it, cool, you got better, you're on the other side, and now you're taking it seriously. So those are things that we love to see. Not necessarily lockdowns, because it does hurt people, but at a certain point, you have to do what's best for the public good, right? And that's what we expect our elected officials to do. I've said this before. We are in a social contract with them, right? We elect them, we endow them with a certain set of powers. They work for us, we don't work for them, but we allow them those powers. And in that, we expect them to put in procedures and precautions that keep us safe, that keep us thriving as a society, and we, the people at large, we are violating that social contract with not taking these precautions seriously. So that's what's happening down there in England. I just got a notification here in Houston, baby. I may have said they finna lock down the bars because the hospitalization rate is going up. I know it is, because when I drove, so on New Year's night, New Year's night, was that New Year's night? Technically, New Year's Day is about 1 o'clock. I had ordered me a little DoorDash, but it ended up getting canceled because the restaurant closed. So I went and ordered me something else from another place, and I drove to go pick it up. This was technically New Year's Day, like at 1 a.m. When I tell y'all, it was so many people out and about. I don't know why I thought everybody was going to be in the house like me, but I live like downtown Houston. And so I'm driving through Midtown, and I'm like, now wait 1 minute. I mean, the bars is open. The people got on bedazzled clothes and sequins dresses. I said, why is y'all not in the house? Like, I just came out here to get food. Like, I'm not going out like that. I was just gonna pull up, get my food, and I'm going back to the house. Side note, the food wasn't even that good that night. Don't you hate when that happens, when you break your diet and then the food don't even be good? It's like wasted calories. Thank you so much, sis, for the super comment. I love keeping you informed. I love it. It's my job. So thank you for pouring into me. Don't you hate when you break your diet and then the food don't even be good? It just be wasted calories. But yeah, people are out and about, and I see it here. And so again, we at large, we as a society, we are violating the social contract. Are we in this COVID fatigue? Is it taking too long? Sure. Do we want to get back to normal? Yes. Would we like to go out and live it up and have a good time? All those things. But the reality on the ground is there's a virus that kills. I had the virus. Y'all have been here. Thank you again for your support and your well wishes. It's real. Oh, it's real. When I never doubted that it wasn't real, but when I got it, oh baby, it's real. Okay. So we as a society need to do better and stop violating the social contract, and thereby it won't force our elected leaders to put things in place for our well-being as a society at large that we don't like. How about that? Hold on, what now? Carell, I forgot, Carell, you was in Houston, went to pick up food at the Turkey Leg Hut and it was packed. First off, Turkey Leg Hut is dope. They not paying me to say that it is good, but I know they lying. I know they wasn't packed. I know they didn't have all them people up in there. Let's see, we got a super comment. Let me not miss that. Hey, how you doing? Miss Shamika, El Paso judge tried to impose a curfew and the governor took him to Texas Supreme Court and the cost said, open the city, and now our numbers are back up. Yeah, our governor, Greg Abbott, did that because we had something like that as well. Our county judge, which is one of the youngest county judges, Lina Hidalgo, tried to do something like that as well. And the governor, well, you know, you in El Paso in Texas did that, which is so, So ridiculous because we're ending up right back where we were when we could have squashed it, when we could have rounded the curve or bended the curve. What Tony Fauci say? Lower the curve. We could have done that and we would have been in a totally different position, right round the corner right now. Like it's insane. It's totally insane. Also turkey leg hood is bomb. Baby, they got specialty turkey legs. Them things so good. They fall off the bone. They got a little smaller though. Correa, do you agree? I don't know how long you've been going. I've been going to turkey leg hut for a long time, since they was like small to now, like, they popping. Them turkey legs a little smaller now though. They not as big. The price then went up and the turkey legs then got smaller. They still good, but I have noticed that. Have you noticed that, Correa? Let me know. I got questions. What's up, sis? I don't know. I'm gonna keep cheesing every time I see your name. At this point, we will not go back to normal for maybe another year. Also, Scotland is shut down for a month due to COVID as well. Wow. Yeah. You know what? That month thing too. Boris Johnson over there said, baby, we're not opening this stuff up until mid-February. Mid-February we'll have to see. But no, yeah, I would totally agree. We're not going to get back to normal anytime soon because everybody is not doing their part and buying into actively getting us back to normal. It's a whole lot of individualism and my liberties and my freedoms and all this other crap without thinking about the next person. Really, you really should be thinking about yourself too, because anybody can get the virus and it affects us all so differently. It's very quite annoying. Ladon. Excuse me. What about the nurse that was arrested for sabotaging the vaccine? Okay, are you talking about? I hadn't seen sabotage. Are you talking about like that nurse that threw the vaccine away? Is that what you're talking about? Because the way I kind of saw that, I didn't know if it was intentional or if she accidentally did something and they arrested her. Like, I don't know the whole story to that, but I did see something like that. Y'all Google it. Do not take what I just said and run with it because, again, that is not the whole story. But I did see something about that. If it was sabotage, we definitely don't agree with that. If you don't believe in the vaccine or you don't want to be around, like, just don't go to work, because there are real people that want the vaccine, and those people that want the vaccine should be able to get the vaccine. And so you don't come over here and take it upon yourself just because you a nurse to throw stuff away or to do stuff because you don't agree. That's not how any of this works. You don't own that stuff. That's not your property. So if that's the case, I don't agree. But again, I think there's more context to that story that I just don't have. I'm only going off of the premise if we're saying it was actually sabotage. Let's see here. Oh, Korea, she said she do the Cajun bowl. I don't never do the bowl. Okay, yes, they got smaller. The turkey legs got smaller. Like, I know I wasn't tripping. Hold on. Shout out to Jay Single. Wow. Hold on, because I got a text message right there, so I don't want the number to show. Shout out to Jay Single, who just joined the Patreon and paid for the entire year. Thank you so much. So the Patreon is a monthly subscription for the exclusive content, but there's an option to get, like, I think 10% off if you pay for the entire year. Shout out to you, Jay Single. Thank you so much. You literally do not know how much that's going to help. If you too want to join the Patreon, hold on, let me get the link, baby, because we has a good time now. All my Patreon people that's in the chat right now, let the people know if you have a good time down there on the Patreon. Because people might be like, we don't know if we want to go down there. We don't know if we want to spend our coinage. But let the people know if you have a good time on the Patreon. Because the people might want to come join us. But that's the link for the Patreon if you'd like to join. What do they do with the rest of the turkey? I don't know, but baby, the leg, the leg hit. I don't know where the rest of the turkey at. I can tell you where their leg at though. Their leg be on that plate, and then they'll like top it with, I'm finna sell them. They need to cut me a check. They'll top it with like mac and cheese, crawfish mac and cheese if you want, or they'll do like dirty rice dressing on top of it, or they'll do like Alfredo and shrimp on top of your turkey leg. It's very fat and very good. I love it. I love it. Let's see here. Mrs. Shamika just got an email from my son's high school today. where they were opening back up until the city's numbers went up. Where y'all at? Where y'all at? I don't have children, so it's easy for me to say, if I had kids, my babies wasn't going to school. That's easy to say because I don't have them. But so I empathize with all my parents out there in this time because, you know, some people may not be able to stay home with their kids, or, you know, it's so many complex layers with that. Hopefully you're doing, you know, do what's best for you and your family, boo. Do what's best for you and yours. Monique Goodrich, thank you so much for the super comment. When Biden take office, do you think he will do a shutdown or just a mandatory mask order? Can we actually afford a total shutdown? So here's the thing. That's such a great question. Let's spend a little time with that. He has talked about the mask mandate. He can't do a universal or countrywide mask mandate, but what he can do and what he said he's going to do, anything that is owned by the federal government, he can mandate that. So we're talking about your federal buildings, your IRS building, your courtrooms, you know, Medicare, your offices, stuff like that. Interstate travel. So planes, which airlines were already doing that, but like he can enforce those things. So I definitely think he's going to do that. I don't know that he has the power to shut everything down. Keep in mind what we did before with Trump. That was a buy-in, you know, from people. Everybody, like states were buying into that because technically Biden doesn't have the power to shut down a state. Talking a little bit from, I got questions, all our conversations coming up today. A little bit from our Patreon one-on-one conversation that we had today. We were talking about, you know, we're still the United States of America. So every state does things differently, right? And so we come together as a collective for a country, but we still have that separation from the federal government and the state government. Even when you look at the elections, we have federal elections, but they're ran by the state, which, you know, that could kind of lead into a conversation about the shenanigans with the electors coming from each individual state and the Congress and Wednesday and all that, but I'm not talking about that. That's not on my list tonight. We'll talk about that tomorrow since it's going to happen Wednesday. So there's only so much Biden could actually do. He cannot mandate that states do these things, but states could buy into his leadership. What I would see is probably Democratic head states with a Democrat governor, a Democrat legislature, you know, following what he says or giving credence to what he says, and, you know, may potentially follow that if he asks them to shut down for X amount of time. But no, he can't just like, okay, country, lights off. He can't do that. And I don't know that there's a real appetite for it. Now, when you say, can we actually afford it? Yeah, we can. He actually, Biden talked today in his speech about, you know, the country being in a deficit for extenuating circumstances. This would be one of those things. Keep in mind, we got money. We're not broke. America has money. And if there's a situation like this where things need to be shut down, you have to pour into the people. It's all tax dollars anyway. It's tax revenue. So could we afford it? Let me say this. We can afford anything. That's on one. We are one of the richest countries in the world. We can afford anything. Will you get the legislative body to buy in to pass laws to be able to do such a thing? That's the real question. But we can afford it. You can get rid of them tax breaks. You can start taxing the rich. You can do a whole bunch of stuff. They can, and I want people to understand, Congress can make any law as long as it passes and it's constitutional, right? But they could make a law that says, you know, America is required, all American citizens are required to wear pink on Wednesdays. Wait, what did Mean Girl say? Was it pink on Wednesdays? I think it was pink on Wednesdays, right? And we would have to wear pink on Wednesdays or we'd be violating a law. They could tax super wealthy people at 90%. One might say, that's a whole lot. Baby, if you make $45 trillion and they tax you at 95%, and I'm just doing math, real quick math right now, you probably still land somewhere in the billions. That's enough to survive. That's enough to survive. And the student loan debt crisis is only $1 trillion, not only, excuse me, is $1 trillion. So, you know, there are ways we could do this thing. Is there an appetite to act? But never let them tell you, oh, shout out to Erica McDaniel. You just joined the Patreon. Okay. And you chose the VIP friend section. Okay. Hey, friend. Hey, thank you. But we can do anything. America has money. Trust me, we can do anything. So totally reject, oh, is it in the budget? It can always be in the budget. Is there an appetite? That's pretty much what the question is. Let's see here. I think I saw some another super comment coming here. Yeah, Aaron E. Aaron E. The government could have given each family $20,000 to stay home for 2 months, and it could have cost less than both relief packages and control the pandemic. Baby, and I sure would have taken it too. I sure would have taken 20,000. I sure would have, baby. I would have gone ahead and put that on them. Now they need to eradicate my student loans. But yeah, they surely could have. We could have done a whole bunch of things. There could have been so many, but you're so right, Aaron. We could have done so many of that. Corel, you still can't send me Corel, I told you to send me a message. Send me a message on Patreon so we can see what's going on. That way I can find you easily. And then I might have to send your account to like support or something. But yeah, we totally could have gotten this under control in the beginning. We totally could still do it now. Decide that we're going to cut checks to everybody to shut it down, to make it easier to shut down so people don't have to worry about paying bills and all these other things, right? To eradicate the virus and then continue to impose fair and equitable travel bans, not Muslim travel bans, but fair and equitable travel bans from people coming into the country, American citizens that's leaving. If you come in, baby, we finna put you in quarantine. We're not gonna trust that you going to quarantine. We got somewhere set up for you to quarantine. You got to go over there since you want to go down there to Cabo in Mexico. You have to go there. Like, there are things that we could actually do, but we haven't. We have not. We haven't. Maybe because there's some people in Congress that just don't like poor people or people who need money. That's kind of what it feels like. Let's see here. Let's see. Was there another one? Did I get everybody? I think I got everybody because I got some more stories. Baby, we at 51 minutes and I still got more stories. Y'all know I normally end this thing down here at 45 minutes. Let me just scroll real quick. I want to make sure I don't miss anybody's super comment and sticker because I saw some come in. I was talking so long on the other ones. Yeah, here goes Shannon. Okay, check your Instagram DM for pics of Duke. I also tagged you in the post. Okay, let me do that. Shout out to you, Shannon. Thank you so much for the super comment again. Wortham, COVID is no joke. My 81-year-old father, had a cancerous tumor removed from his bladder and the doc sent him home that night. Safer at home, he said. Wow. Wow, man. Wow. I mean, yeah. How's your father? Is your father doing better? Let me see. I'm looking for Shannon's picture of the pup. Let's see here. Thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate that. Okay, I see Shannon said Aubrey's remote. Okay, just scrolling out. I want to make sure I don't miss anybody's super sticker or comment. Okay, I did. Okay. Let me look. Let me pull up the dog so we can see the dog real quick. Keep trying to use. Hold on. Come on in here, Patricia. Hey, Rhymes, you okay? You okay? I accidentally hit the dislike button. Baby, you can unhit the dislike button. It's easy. If you hit dislike, you can unhit dislike. Oh, look at the pup. Okay, now, Shannon, do you want me to show Aubrey's picture? Or do you just want me to show the dog's picture? Because I don't want to put your baby on the internets like that. I don't want to put your baby on the internets. So let me know. I'm going to be looking in the comments. I'll share. The dog is really cute. I'm gonna show y'all the dog whenever she responds. I do have 2 more stories. That's one of them. Somebody just put in the comments, but they're streaming from Twitter, so everybody on YouTube can't see it. They said, do you think the Democrats can win tomorrow in Georgia? I'm gonna save that commentary for when I get to the story. Where's Shannon? Ask Shannon. Shannon, do you want me to? Let me just show y'all the dog. I'm gonna show y'all the dog. How about that? Sure, show Aubrey. She's on Insta. Okay. Yeah, here's the dog. This is the dog that she got for her daughter. This is Duke. Look at the thing up. Oh, look at the papa. Hey, the papa. Hey, the papa. That's how I talk to dogs. Hey, the papa. And this is her daughter. This is Aubrey. Shout out to Aubrey. And there's the dog. This is Aubrey who be telling us to make sure we like the videos. So Aubrey, side note, I'm gonna say something too about people with they churn and watching. This is Aubrey, that's the dog. Side note, I want to say, thank you all. There are quite a few of you all that actually stream this the news segment, this briefing with your children. Met Aubrey. I've met other people's kids in the one-on-ones, and people have tagged me like we're having family night, watching the lives with their children. And I just want to say, like, I don't do this for kids, but I think that it is a testament and it's an honor. Honestly, it's an honor to have your ear, but it's also an honor that you would allow me your children's ear. I think that is a beautiful privilege, and I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for that. Yeah, that's it. I thought about that earlier today because I had another one-on-one, and I'll just say, because I hadn't seen a comment yet, so she may not be here. I'll just say the young lady that I spoke with, her son said, "Hey, Q," and I'm like, "Oh, hey," and I'm like, the people, the children know my name, like, so I just want to say, thank y'all. And I'm glad that that this space is comfortable for you to share this with your children. So if your kids are watching, hey kids, my number one advice is definitely listen to your parents. They have your best interest at heart, even when it feels like they don't. I know, trust me, I was there. My mama used to get on my nerves. She used to get on my nerves. She might be streaming right now. Sis used to get on my nerves, but she really did have my best interest. So listen to your parents, children. Miss Shamika, thank you so much for the super comment. What trips me is my husband works for Wally World, Walmart. And he says 2 coworkers came to work knowing they had COVID. People are being stupid for no reason. That's crazy, but so I think there's some stuff to unpack in that as well. Because some people could just be intentionally coming out like, don't care. Oh, I got the COVID. It's nothing. I don't care. But then there are also some people who probably, cannot take off of work, like literally live in poverty and they can't take off work. So I keep space open for those people. I don't want to demonize them. Yes, it goes against the public health. And at the same time, like, our government is not really providing adequate support for people in such positions. And so what would we have them do? It's a tough space to be in. It's a total tough space to be in. So I keep space open for those people as well. Okay, Shannon said this is a good space for kiddos. She understands what is going on. Good. Come on up in here, Churn. Come on up in here, Churn. Jordan, I stream at work around a lot of, can we call them Trump supporters, not Trumpers? I feel like Trumpers is like low-key shade. I stream at work around a lot of Trump supporters. Hey, Trump supporters at work with Jordan. I hope y'all learning something. That man is lying to y'all. He's lying. He's lying, and you are actively participating in the lie. So you're going to have to take some personal responsibility for that. But he's lying. All right, let's get to the last 2 stories of the night, baby. We're at 57 minutes. Y'all know we normally shut this thing down at 45. It's the blazer and the turtleneck. It must be going to my head or something. I don't know. But let's talk about a little bit of what will happen on Wednesday, but really micro targeted. So we talked about Josh Hawley, Republican senator from Missouri, that is joining the House Republicans in objecting. We've now since learned that there are going to be about 12 or 13 now. It's 13 senators. Kelly Loeffler down there in Georgia decided she will join on and object as well. Senators that decide to come into agreement with this shenanigans. Well, what I find interesting is that Josh Hawley came out today and said he's specifically going after Pennsylvania. I do get it, but I get what there doing, but I don't get it because it's not a complete and overhaul. Okay, Michelle. So that's what I talked to earlier. I didn't want to throw you out there, sis, because I didn't ask you if I could, say your name or not. Michelle Churn, hey Q, Caden enjoys and listens to you. He says hi. Hey Churn. So Michelle Churn know me as well. We rocks with the kiddos over there. So yeah, thank you again. That's an honor and a privilege that you would share, this space with your children, because ultimately what we're saying, I think a lot of times we have to look beneath the surface. What you're saying is you're telling your children, this is okay to listen to. This, I approve of this. And so I don't play with y'all ear, right? Y'all give me y'all ear. And so I don't take that lightly. But even more so, like your kids, your people, the people that came from y'all loins, that y'all raised, that y'all fed, that y'all changed them Pampers and all that. You're saying that this is okay. So I just appreciate it. And I don't take it lightly. I consider it an honor. So thank you so very much. Sandra Scott, thank you for the super sticker. And Robin Haynes, we got a super comment. Since the pandemic began, I've been honest with my kids. Excuse me. Your show is a catalyst for them to understand, and we have discussions about it. Love you. Oh, I love you too. I love that. I love that. Yes. Come on, family dinner time, family talk. Let's have some conversations. I love all of that. Thank you so much, Robin. I'm glad I could be in y'all house and not in y'all house, right? Okay, back to Josh Hawley. So he's going to be objecting to the Pennsylvania, let me look at my notes here, the Pennsylvania Electoral College votes, which even here's the thing that doesn't make sense. Even if, like, let's say they overturn Pennsylvania, it's still not enough. Like, Joe Biden still won. So that's what I mean by the shenanigans and the chicanery of it all, that this is not, good night, Tracy Jones. All right, now, yeah, we taking all night tonight. I know, I'm sorry. I'm normally done at 45 minutes. Doggone turtleneck. I'm not gonna wear this tomorrow. Or wear one tomorrow. But it's a lot of shenanigans. It's a lot of chicanery. It's a lot of posturing. Again, this is the election will not be overturned. For that to happen, just again, so everybody knows, for that to happen, they can object. That's in their right. They can object, but for that to happen, the Senate and the House would have to agree. They would have to vote to reject it. One, we already know that the House is in Democrat hands. The Democrats are not going to reject this election. So it's like already done right there. But on the Senate side as well, you have Republican senators saying, I'm not going with the shenanigans. So it's going to be like a yes for the Senate as well. But even if the Senate left, right, even if they somehow got this to be a vote no against the electors, the House has to agree. And ain't nothing about Nancy Pelosi House is going to reject these votes. If you're new here, Nancy Pelosi's middle name is not Delarousse. For whatever reason, I like to call her that. I know her middle name starts with a D, but for me, it's Delarousse. I like the way it flows. It just kind of like Tammy Thurston. I'm pretty sure people don't say Thurston. I'm pretty sure it's Thurston. Yeah, Thurston. But I just like to add a little extra Salt Bay on it, Let's see here. Sandra Scott. Thank you so much, Sandra Scott, for the super comment. Just an FYI, I work for DSS, and the clients that receive FNS are getting a 15% bump in benefits January through June. Okay, Sandra, what's DSS and what's FNS? You work there, sis, not me. I don't know what none of that means. What does that mean? DSS, Department of Social Security? FNS. Financial. I don't know what that is. What is that, Sandra? What does that mean? Because I'm lost, sis. Food stamps? Department of Social. Food stamps. Can I get some? Food stamps. The people getting food stamps. Well, good. They need to. They need to get food stamps. Medicaid need to be expanded. All of that. I saw them was flabbergasted. I was like, what is DSS? Yeah, I had not known what that was. I'm like, DSS, what is that? Food stamps. Girl, say food stamps. We call it SNAP down here in Texas. Right, we call it SNAP. That's why I was like, what? Again, the United States. Every state is different. Food stamps. Got it. Okay, sis. Okay, thank you for letting us know that. Got it. So they're getting a bump in that. Okay, good. They should be. Food stamps, unemployment, all of that, all of that. I got questions. My nurse, what's up, sis? Okay, family, have a good night. I have to get off and get ready for work. Be safe and wear your mask tonight. Was fun. Yes, and thank you for our one-on-one. I learned some stuff from you just about the vaccine process. So y'all know sis is a nurse. She's a travel nurse, and she's been administering the vaccine and has also kind of, I think I can share this part, the logistics of the vaccine, because they have to defrost or thaw out the vaccine. It's frozen, and then you have to line that up. It's only good for like 30 minutes once the vaccine is I keep saying defrosted, thawed out. But your person has to be there, right? So if people show up late to their appointment or people don't show up to their appointment, it's a wasted vaccine. So you have this logistical nightmare of that. And, that's why we only have a certain amount of people vaccinated that want to be vaccinated, and all of that. So thank you so much for that information. I got questions. You stay safe as well, where we know you're going to wear your mask, but you keep running into the trenches on the front lines of that. So we respect you and love you for that. And if you were on the Patreon, I got questions was there when we did our New Year's Day Zoom family call. We love how you speak too. We love the way you speak. Indubitably. So that's all I'm gonna say. If you was on the call, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so there's that with Josh Hawley. It's more shenanigans, more chicanery. But let's get to what's happening tomorrow. Tomorrow, Georgia. Come and dine in Georgia. Georgia, don't make me come down there and count them votes. Don't make me come down there and count them votes, okay? Georgia will be voting. We've had record turnout. Typically in special elections, turnout drops off from a presidential election, but you are seeing record turnout with the early vote. You're seeing new voters that got registered or turned 18 from the last presidential election that were not able to vote or didn't vote that have voted now. You're seeing a huge part of that new vote, Black people. Not to say all Black people gonna vote a certain way, but it's just certain stuff. Black people, we see each other. We ain't talking about, hold on, wait, how do I want to say this? There are some cultural things that the majority of us come into agreement with. And with like any other ethnicity, there are some that, just don't see it how a good amount of us see it. So I'm gonna say that to say I would dare think that new vote, that new Black vote, that's for the Democrats. I would think that. I don't see them voting for no David Perdue or no Kelly Loeffler. I just don't see it. But we'll see. We'll see. I did a segment today. I did a TV segment today with Great Day Washington. Shout out to them for having me back. They were one of the ones that really jumpstarted. Actually, they were the ones that jumpstarted my TV career. They asked me to come back. We did some commentary on the state of play in Georgia. And so I'll be posting that tomorrow. I'll give you a little preview to what I think because somebody asked. Okay, is this her name? This is her name. Okay, thank you, Lois. This is Nancy Pelosi's name. Nancy Patricia. Oh, goodness. I'm from Texas. Baby, I can't pronounce that. Jaquinta, come on up in here. Come on up in here. That's her real name. I calls her Della Russe. But somebody asked, what do I think about tomorrow? And this is what I said, down there on the TV at Great Day Today. Here's my honest thought. Be prepared. Breathe. My honest thinking is that the Republicans are still going to win these seats. I'm going to tell you why. Just breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe. I can't really go off of the polls, right? Polls are, and this is not to come at pollsters. Polls are flawed because you're taking a sample size and ascribing that sample size to the entire population. So they are already inherently flawed, right? She said, speak positively, Q. Here's my thing. I'm a positive person, but I'm gonna tell you why I think that. I'm also a realist. So we can be positive and still, live in a realm of reality. But what I will say is, I'm not saying live in a realm of reality like get real, the Democrats can't win. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just telling you this is what I'm looking at, and this is what I'm basing my analysis on. I can't really count on the polls, right? And I can't really count on just ground action and people excited in Georgia. The only thing I have to go off on is how did the vote go last time? That's the best predictor, right? What happened then? So when we look at the Senate race, when the president was on the ballot as well, we saw that Joe Biden, yes, edged it out. But when you look at those numbers for Senate, the Democrat did not edge it out. So with Purdue, and Ossoff, Purdue still got more votes than Ossoff. Now, context, right? Here's context. There was a third party candidate there. I think Purdue ended up getting, when I did the count yesterday, I think Purdue got around like 100,000 more votes or something like that. Actually, it wasn't 100,000 more votes. It was less than 100,000 more votes. That third party candidate got more than 100,000 votes. So one could make an argument that those people who tend to swing independent, once that candidate is out or third party, they may swing over to the Democrat. But we don't know that. We don't know that because that's a voter that decided they don't want either party. So you don't know if that voter is still going to show up and where that voter might vote if they vote, right? So when looking at that, Purdue still got majority of the vote. I'm just looking at the data. That's that. When you go to Kelly Loeffler and Raphael Warnock, keep in mind that was a special election. So two Republicans were running. Congressman Doug Jones was trying to run for that Senate seat as well. And so, yes, when it was all said and done with those three running, Raphael Warnock had the most votes out of the three of them. But if you combine the Republican vote between Loeffler and his name, not Doug Jones. Doug Jones is the senator in Alabama, or ex-senator now. What's that man's name? Oh, man, I can't think of his name. Okay. I can't think of his name right now. Doug Collins, not Doug Jones. Doug Collins. If you combine that Republican vote, then the Republican vote was more than Raphael Warnock. So I'm only basing my analysis off of the vote. That's all I can go off on. Now, I hope I'm wrong. I'm open to being wrong. Please be wrong. Please be wrong. But I'm looking at that. I'm looking at the Georgia voters. What Georgia did was they voted for Biden, but they also voted for the Republican senators, if you just looking at vote. So I'm just basing it off of that. We'll see. We probably won't see what happens tomorrow because, even with the presidential election, Georgia took a while to count their votes. So we'll see. But I'm open to being wrong. I wonder what y'all think. Let's see. I got a super comment here from the doctor. I just want to have a party on Wednesday because I won't have to see any more nasty political ads and commercials for 2 years. Correct. We might have a little party. So some people are saying, Warnock has it. Somebody saying Purdue is in lead of Ossoff. I think the Republicans will win 2 from Crystal Jewel. Facts the doctor, that's from the Melanated Educator. Let's see. Still hoping we go blue. Shannon, Senator 6 years. Somebody was asking. Okay. Let's see. We're going to see Stacey Abrams has done a fantastic job regardless. Oh, give Stacey all her flowers. Hold on. That's not a knock on Stacey. We gives the queen her flowers. Yeah, Stacey did that thing. Sure did. Let's see. This is a new era with new voters and a new insight. We're going to call it cold blue in my pastor voice. Okay. Hey, I'm down for it. I'm open to it. Somebody said, please be wrong. Please be wrong. I want to be wrong. And let me say this. This is what I'm thinking. I'm not saying this is going to happen, right? So I'm only basing it off of the numbers because when I've done the polls led me wrong. When I've done what we thought on social media, what social media was saying, that didn't end up happening. when you get a general consensus and you think, everybody on the side, that didn't. So I'm deciding to only base my analysis on the evidence and the data, the concrete data that we already have. And the concrete data says Georgia voted for Biden and voted for the Republican senators. It was basically a rebuke of Trump. That's probably why he tripping so much trying to get it returned, because if you really think about it, Georgia technically was still red, if you will, with like their other, not the presidential election. They said, yes, we'll take Biden for top leadership, but we still want these Republicans over here. So again, y'all know I'm huge on context. I think that's something that we still should factor in for sure. Jacqueline, Jackie. Do you think that because of all the voter fraud talk, some Republicans will stay home? That was one of the questions that the anchor asked me today. And I said, I honestly, it's like at first speak, I don't know, right? Because it's like it's fraud, but still go vote. But then on the second end of it, I feel like Republican voters are going to wade through that and still go cast their ballot. I think there's a whole lot of cognitive dissonance going on. So I think that they probably still will show up. But I am encouraged by the numbers of people who have already voted in this new wave of voters. So we'll just have to see. They may pull it out. They might not. I'm just going based off of that data, but I am totally hoping and open to being wrong. Do you think Trump's a threat with him getting briefings as ex-president? Yeah, they need to shut that down. They need to shut all that down. Don't give him nothing. He don't need no briefing because he's going to mess around and sell our secrets. He don't need to be briefed. Biden ain't going to be calling him for no help. Typically, presidents are still being briefed or caught up, to speed on briefing because the current president will ask them, hey, what was going on then, and try to, kind of get some assistance in thinking. Biden ain't calling him. I feel like if LMP, okay, so Loeffler and Perdue win, Joe will be climbing Mount Everest with shorts, slippers, and a cast around his foot. I say all that to say the next 4 years are going to be tough for Joseph. Oh, correct. Absolutely. I would concur. Well, and it might not be the next 4 years because in 2 years, there's a good amount of Republican senators up for re-election in 2 years. So there's, the first 2 years might be challenging, but there in 2 years, I think it's more than 10 of them for sure. It's more than 10, but I don't know the exact number, but it's more than 10 Republican senators up for re-election. So, there are other opportunities as well. Thank you so much for the super comment. Jacquinette. Okay, now, is it Jacquinette or Jaquinta? I thought we established this already. I'm gonna get real mad at myself. Hold on. He was doing good then. I messed up. Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna stop saying people's name. I'm just about to stop saying people's name because I keep butchering y'all's name, and it's not right. It's not right. I must do better. Let's see here. I'm gonna call her Queen. Correct. Q, did you hear Trump's holding a rally on January 6th? I did hear that counter programming. I think that we should ignore it. Oh, wait, January 6th? No, sorry. In my brain, I thought she said January 20th. Oh, January 6th. Yeah, he is calling his supporters down there. And I hope the FBI be right there to arrest all the people causing harm to folks, unnecessary, being a public nuisance. I hope the FBI is right there. Quinta. I'm saying Q-U-E Quinn because I'm Quentin and mine is Quentin. So that's why I think I pronounce it that way. Is that not how you Quinta, right? Or Jaquinta? Is it Jaquinta or Jaquinta? Let me know real quick. Correct. So Jaquinta or Jaquinta? We're going to get this right. No, we're going to get this right. Before I end this broadcast. Okay, Quinn. I thought I said that. Maybe I was talking too fast. And said it wrong. Okay, my bad, sis. My bad. Proud Boys leader was arrested in Washington. Yep, saw that. I saw that. To jail, straight to jail. Goodbye. So Georgia, stand up and rise up. That does not mean I don't want people to go out there and vote. We're still encouraging y'all to vote. Okay, got it. To vote. Tell your people, take your grandma and them down there. All of that. Still get out there and vote. I'm willing to be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But again, hey, we have a difference of opinion in how we see things and how we choose to base our opinions, right? Everybody's basing their opinion or their theories on something. I'm choosing to base it on what we've seen. But Georgia, get up and stand up and get out there and vote, baby, and win. And if y'all win, I'm gonna be here tomorrow and I'll be like, as if I was the one that said we was gonna win. Gosh. Okay, Tammy Thurston, you said it. Wait, the first one you said right, but the second you reverted back to. Oh, I revert. Okay, I must have been talking too fast. I didn't realize. My bad. Like you said, Q, you're setting your bar low, but hoping for the best. Correct. I'm totally open to being like, should I tell him he pronounces my name wrong? How you say your name? It's not Aaron. I'm just going to stop saying people's names. It's not, is it, how do you say your name? Is it not Aaron? Aaron E, right? No? Gosh, guys. Gosh. No, don't change your name, Jaquinta. I'm going to get it right. Oh, gosh. Y'all are funny. Okay, guys. This has been great. We're going to 1 hour and 20 minutes. I don't think I've ever been here this long. I don't think we've ever done this long of a broadcast. Guys, well, this was fun. I have no issues with it, though. Let me go ahead and drop this link one more time. If you want to support any and all the book club. So we're coming back with the book club. What is textbook? What we're gonna do? We weren't able to do the book club for December because just everything that was going on. But we will be doing the book club discussing Barry's book towards the end of January. So you can click that link as well and get set up for the book club. Definitely join the Patreon. Love that stuff. Some things I'm gonna be doing on the Patreon. I guess I could tell y'all. I don't know if I've said it publicly here, but I am doing my first bodybuilding show. I am super excited about it. I kind of already been in prep. I have a coach. I've been in prep for 2 months now, but my show is in April. And so on the Patreon, I'm going to be giving all the behind the scenes of that, like the type of foods I'm eating, the workouts I'm doing, the body progression. I'm not going to be naked on camera, so not that. But just showing you how my body is changing from where we are to where I'm going. It is a natural show as well. I'm not doing one of the shows where, people do the steroids and all that. There's no judgment, but it's not something that I want to do. I don't want to inject my body with all that. So if you sign up for the Patreon, you will get behind the scenes access to my bodybuilding fitness journey. That was in the link that I just dropped. Also with me moving, that's there. New content with that. And still walking with me if I'm gonna get this dog or not. I don't know. Shannon's dog, Aubrey's dog is real cute. What is the Patreon link? Let me give you the direct link. Hold on, let me pull it up. I'm gonna give y'all the direct link. If I can find it. Oh, here we go. Yeah. If y'all want to definitely come alongside and support me there, it's gonna be fun. That's the direct link for the Patreon if you want to sign up there. So yeah, lots of things in the works, lots of things in the background. I think that was my first time telling y'all that that's what I'm doing. But yeah, that's the direct link. And then for anybody that just wants the general link, the Patreon is in this as well. But if anybody just wants to support any other endeavors that I have that. But yep, we're doing the book club this month. And then next month, since it's Black History Month, I have another book that we're going to read from a new and upcoming author, which I think everybody will enjoy. So we'll be doing that as well. So guys, this has been fun. I've had a great time tonight. We've done almost an hour and 30 minutes, baby. It is definitely the blazer and what is this? I'm gonna say bow tie. It's time to eat. I'm starting to lose my mind. It is definitely the turtleneck. I can't say that I'm going to be dressed up tomorrow, so please don't expect it tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to look like tomorrow, okay? Y'all have a great night. And Georgia, let's see what y'all do tomorrow. This has been our daily political briefing. It's me, Q. Please like this, subscribe, and I will see you all, if Jesus says the same, tomorrow.
A lot of people watched it, but nobody's watching day to day, all day, unless you're me and just love this stuff. Procedures are okay, but we want to know, where do you stand? And so I think the more that politicians stop trying to be politicians and be people, then that will engage voters.
We reject alternative facts, so come on in here and let me educate you on the facts.
That will engage voters.
We reject alternative facts, so come on in here and let me educate you on the facts.
That will engage voters.
We reject alternative facts, so come on in here and let me educate.